Virgo, how are you? Let's do a reading with your current energy, shall we? As always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. And I sure appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. And if you appreciate what I do here, help me out. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel. And I would love to see my channel continue to grow. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Virgos for the next 7 to 10 days. Grateful, thankful for the messages, always. All right, Virgo, first card out for you is the Ace of Wands to the Page of Cups. Uh-oh, romance is in the air. I feel as if there is somebody who is really, really attracted to you. We do have the Knight of Wands here in the recent past, so this could be somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. We do have the Page of Wands as well. So, I'm feeling a young love, all right? With these two cards, I'm almost like, there is a crush going on with someone. Somebody definitely has a crush on one of my Virgos out there. Just be careful that, you don't get hurt, because a crush, you can get crushed, all right? So just keep that in mind, so if there is somebody who, keeps talking to you, because I feel as if, they talk about like going out. They talk about like, oh, well, maybe we could do something. I just feel as if they're kind of stringing you along a little bit, and do they really mean it? I don't know. Because here we do have the Ace of Swords also above you, but it is reversed, but with two aces on the table, I mean, the potential of something, to fire up could happen. Just be very, very careful that, somebody isn't stringing you along just to get what they want out of you, all right? Just be very, very careful, because not everybody's intentions are about romance, it's more about what they can get from you rather than the actual relationship. So just, err with caution, because I do have the Wheel of Fortune coming in here reverse, so I don't feel like somebody is definitely being on the up and up with you. Like I said, I keep getting that they're trying to string you along, they're feeding you some breadcrumbs, trying to get you to do something that maybe you don't really want to do, but the attention, I think you have to be careful of, because this could be a very toxic connection that you might get yourself involved in. And we do have the Three of Swords coming in here reversed. I just don't want you to get hurt, all right? And, this situation could be one of those that, it feels good to have this person give you so much attention, but on the other level, it's just like, do they really mean it? Are they really wanting to start something with me? Is something that, it really feels good deep inside? Because the intention is great, I mean, it's nice to have somebody, compliment us and, kind of, tell us all those things that we want to hear. But do they mean it? And to me, that is the bigger message here. It's like, I don't know if they really mean it here for you. We do have the Strength card coming in here reversed, so I'm just wondering whether or not they're playing on your feelings, trying to get you to break. And we also have the Nine of Pentacles coming in also reversed. So, I just feel like this is one of these readings, Virgo, where they're not after you. They're after what they can get from you. And I don't like that. I don't like that energy, because I feel as if, on one level, they're lying to you. So please, please, please be careful of that, all right? Because like I said, I don't want you to get hurt. And I think if you use a little foresight, all right, we've got the Three of Wands coming in here reversed as a final outcome. I think you'll see that this isn't going to go anywhere. Why would it go somewhere? So I just think you need to really tune into yourself and be like, have a little bit of willpower and find that strength to stand up against, all of this kind of wooing that, they're trying to do. Like I said, I get this sense of breadcrumbing, stringing you along to see how far they can go with you before they get what it is they are truly after. And, with the Three of Swords coming in like this, I think you've been down this road and you've dealt with this energy in the past, and, with that, tap into your experience and the wisdom that you learned from those lessons. because I just feel like, you know, you don't want to be in that situation again. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles coming in reverse, there's a little instability, you know, and like I said, they could be kind of stringing you along in a direction that could, you know, benefit you, but it's coming in reverse. And I think, you know, you're more solid on your own. You're happier on your own. You know, you want to be in the power seat. You don't want them to have the power seat. So don't let them destabilize you. And if they're after some of your money, you know, that could be it. Maybe they want to get some money from you. I just feel as if you're dealing with somebody who is very immature, and they're not really serious, you know. Their needs are very immediate and very, you know, they need to satisfy whatever it is that's going on right now, rather than really thinking things through. So be careful, all right? Just really be careful with that energy. This could be somebody from your past coming in, you know, and then we got the Queen of Pentacles coming in reversed. Again, you know, you don't want to sacrifice what you have built that you are really, you know, you've got going on for you, because somebody is trying to, you know, kind of come in and pull that brick out from underneath you and destabilize you. Because, you know, they're after something, you know, they don't really want what's best for you. Like I keep getting, they are after something that you have, you know, and it can be money. It can be, you know, just sex. It could be just, you know, them trying to conquer you, you know, that kind of an energy. But, you know, use your foresight, all right? You know that this isn't what you want in your future. This isn't positive, all right? This is the power of positivity when it's upright. It is reversed. And I think you know that this isn't going to work out for you in the long run. So with that, just protect yourself. Just know that, you know, you've been here, done that. You've got some experience. You don't want to get hurt again, especially if this is somebody from your past that you've already dealt with. Don't let them destabilize you, because I feel like that is their whole intention, is to kind of pull from you something that you have that they want, you know, and it's this need that they have to just immediately have this satisfaction, you know, and don't give that to them. I mean, honestly, don't, you know. You are better off on your own here with this Page of Wands, you know, knowing what works and what it is you really want, as opposed to what, you know, they want. And, you know, do you really want to explore this with this person, knowing the history that you've already had with them? Because like I said, I feel like this is somebody you've already dealt with, and now they are back. And do you really trust what it is that they are saying, you know, because they're coming in really sweet, you know, but I don't think it's going to work for you, at least not this week, not with this Wheel of Fortune coming in reverse. So just kind of, you know, don't go on your emotions. Stay very grounded when you're dealing with this person, so that they don't, you know, like I say, destabilize you in some level or in some way for whatever it is that their needs are calling for. All right, stay strong. All right, this is what I've got for you, Virgo. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. I sure appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, be well, be happy, be kind. Bye now.